How are you guys? We should work your friends, okay? While we waited for friends, we may go to page number 57, exercise 4. Solve the puzzle. Your workbook page number 57, exercise 4. You see the puzzle?
Yes, Jay.
Okay. Then please read the puzzle and then find me a solution. There are several ways, okay, to cut the pizza into 8 pieces. Because it said the pizzas don't have to be the same size. So you don't need to worry for the same size, but you need to tell me in what way you're gonna cut the pizzas into 8 pieces. Think about it first.
Sure, you gave us like that one for homework yesterday.
Yes. I gave you guys homework on page number 52. This is 57.
And also, Jay, do we need to submit the homework in Fiverr?
Oh, yes. Yes. Of course, I'm gonna check it. I received Gong's paper and some other more. You guys get the solution?
Yeah, I sent it in Fiverr, Jay.
Oh, you already. That's really good way. So we just only what we need is just 3 cuts, right? Great.
Yes, teacher.
How about the rest of you guys? How will you cut the pizza into 8 pieces?
Wait, Jay, sorry, what was the question?
Oh, yes. It was the thing that I said to you at the end of the class yesterday. It's on page number 57, your workbook, page number 57. How will you cut the pizza into 8 pieces?
With knife,
Of course.
maybe scissor.
Hmm?
having with knife or scissors?
With knife. I got one answer.
And
Yeah,
Chair, we can only use 3 cuts, right?
they say yes. No. Yeah, 3 cats. You can only have the 3 cats. And next is one of the cat is in a straight line. Even I got the answer. So they already sent it to me, but I just would like to
I
know.
think
Yeah.
cut like the plus signs, and in the middle we can cut like circle.
Yes, that's it. Okay. Even I'm waiting for the rest of the students to come and join the room. Oh, because we are going to page number, we are going to the next unit. The next unit, giving presentations. Well, have you ever do the, I guess, you guys have done the presentation with teacher Rose once or twice, right? How many times have you done?
I'm not sure, Chair, like 3 times.
As much as you remember, 3 times.
Yeah, maybe, yeah, 3 times. 2 or 3 times, Chair, I'm not sure about that, yeah.
Okay. 2 or 3 times. Group or solo presentations?
A group presentation.
Okay. At the time, how did you guys communicate each other on
With
Fiverr?
Fiverr group, yeah.
That's great. It sounds like no more students. Okay, so this is about giving presentations. After we have finished this unit, I guess it will also have a project for that. Let me see. Yes, there is a project presentation at the end of this section. So we will, in these topics, as usual, we're going to learn about giving the presentations and the speeches and presentation software, about the presentation software. Usually, what kind of presentation software you guys use to present in a school project, to present in our
PowerPoint.
class? Sorry? PowerPoint.
PowerPoint. Yeah.
Okay. And then any one of you guys use anything? Oh,
Canva, Chair,
PowerPoint.
Canva.
Okay. Okay, Canva, PowerPoint, and PowerPoint, MS PowerPoint, and anything else? How about Google Slides? You guys use Google Slides?
Chair, I don't know how to use.
Yes. Okay. You guys have email account or something? Email? Do you have email?
Yes.
All of you guys have email? Okay, I got the card. Yes. How about Lolo?
Chair, I also have email.
Oh, okay. You have email. So everyone in this class have email. Elvin,
Yes.
Lolo.
Yes, Chair.
Mm-hmm. Go.
Oh, yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. I know A, you have email, right? And also Ling. Sule have email, right?
Yes, sir, I have email.
Okay, good. So, okay, I will just do it later, but I just would like to know, you guys, if you have emails. If you have emails, you can use Google Slides. I'm thinking about that. Maybe if I have a time, or if we can practice this one on Friday, we can do it with the Google Slide. Because one thing about Google and Google products are we can share each other. If you have email, we can share, right? We can share the access, we can share the view. So that is okay to do the organize the slides together. Okay, then firstly, we will go to picture it. Okay, so why presentation is important? Presenting is very important, not only in school, but also in your university, and most of all in your work, you have to use presentation in order to show the projects, process, or the updated status of your work. So when you are in school, you're gonna have to do your work with a presentation. For example, for presenting something for knowledge or for your school project, you need to use presentation, right? When we was like first year students, it's been like 10 or no, yeah, over 10 years. Over 10 years. The PowerPoint slideshow professional is taught by a group of guys or like some organizations and some private classes. We have to pay money to learn how to make PowerPoint slideshows, and we have to pay money to present, how to present, the way that we present. We need to learn at the time, and we have to pay some amount of money for that. But now you guys are born in digital era, and you don't need to worry about teaching. You just only teach yourself, and then you get it. That is great. But I didn't attend for the record, I didn't attend that class. Okay, so here are the topics about these tips. Okay, so what you're gonna do is you have to read these tips, and then please match the tips and the topic, title and the top tips. Okay. Okay, so you read it carefully. I think it's better. It's better if we will read it okay, later on. So I would advise some sort of things in order to explain. No, you're gonna have to explain me about the first one and the second one. Okay, Lo.
In
Okay.
the means
In
or
English.
Oh, I see.
English. Okay. Then next is for Lin. Lin, number 3. 4 and 5
Yes.
for yes. 4 and how can it be away? Oh, 4 and 5 for Dakar. Okay, 4, 5, Dakar. Alvin. Alvin 6, 7. Let me go 8. To Janile. Let me go 8, Alvin 6, 7. Lin at Chevy boy, no 3. You're all Dakar 5, 4, 5. You know. Thinking in your one. You get that. Oh, I'm going to Jenny. I'll go come on with that.
Yes.
Oh, that is you. Wally. Go on to say 9, 10. You read this top ticks and then match. Okay, you guys, all of you guys, firstly, what you guys have to do is you have to read the tips and then match with the topic. Okay, match with the title and then explain to me. Okay, you have to do 2 things. Okay. အကောင့်ဒါအခုမှဝင်လာတာဆိုတော့လေပြန်ဝင်လာဆိုချပြနော်9နဲ့10ကိုဖတ်ပြီးသွားတဲ့ခါကျလို့ရှိရင်ဒါဒီဟာနဲ့တင့်တော်တဲ့အပေါ် appropriate ဖြစ်တဲ့ top title ကိုဟို match လုပ်ပေးရမှာနော် match လုပ်ပေးပြီးရင်ဒါကိုရှင်းပြရမှာပို့လို့ရှင်းပြပို့လို့မလို့မို့ဆိုလိုက်တာခုနမေးတော့ပျောက်သွားတယ်ပျောက်ကနေပြန်ပေါ်လာပြီဆိုလိုက် hello
Yes, yeah, I was like,
Okay.
because of electricity one, that's why.
I get it. I get it. Then you read the whole paragraph, okay? Let me do a you read the whole paragraph and then match the tips and the title, okay? You're gonna have to get it right because we will check, okay? If your tips if your matching and the other matching are correct or not. Let me check out Messi. Let me publication about what top tips needed the title net be
Yes, yeah, I got it.
Ku mail me. Di share le di ဥစ္စာပေါ့နော် security report တွေဖန်တာ security report တော့မဟုတ်ပါဘူး recording ပေါ့နော် recording ဖန်တာအဲ့ဒါကြောင်းပြသွားရင်ပြန်ကြည့်ပြလား be honest ဟာတိတ်မငြိမ့်ချင်ဘူးတော်ပဲငြိမ့်တော့တော့ကြည့်ရပေါ့
ဒီချက်ဘယ်လိုပြောရမလဲအဲ့လိုကြည့်ရမလားတချို့အရာကျတော့ကြော်ကြည့်ရပါဘူးတည်ရအဲ့ချာ
သိရဟာကြောကြည့်လိုက်တာဟုတ်ပြီ
ညာတော့အဖေကမကြော်တာများပါတယ်ဘာမှမသိတော့
တက်လျာရောက်လာပြီတက်လျာရောက်လာငြိမ့်လေးပါမှလည်းမပြောဘူး hello တက်လျာဝစီလေး hey နားလည်းမထုတ်ဘူးကြည့် hey are you okay Alia, can you hear me right now?
Yes.
We are reading this one,
Can you tell me page number?
78.
Okay.
teacher မပြတ်သွားလို့တမီခုမပြောင်းရချက်ဘာလို့မြင်လဲချစ် teacher mute လာတယ်ချစ်
We are reading this passage, and then we will match this topic title and the tips.
အော် teacher thank you
Okay, the first series of program. Student. Link. Alia, tumi mani ala.
I only attend for like 30 minutes and left because electricity went out.
Okay. There are 13 students in my class. Absent. Cancel. Teacher. Charlie. We can later. Then some way you the last on the road. Omicron ရောပြသွားကောင်းတယ်နော်။အဲ့တော့ဒီထဲတို့တချို့ပေါ့နော်အကောင်လုံးတော့တွေ့လို့မရ။ပြင်မှာတွေ့လို့ရ။ exam လာပြင်ပြောတာ Guys, ready? Okay. 1 and 2. No.
And
What is the heading for number 1?
share for number 1, like for the topic, I choose I.
I.
Yeah, make it visual.
Sule, is that right? Yeah, why is Sule?
I was checking. I didn't hear. No long see. That's why.
You have the same idea. Okay. I. And so how about 2, Lolo? Number 2.
And for 2, I choose J.
J. Okay. Sule, what is
I
J?
choose A, teacher. A.
Probably. Yeah, start with the slide that has the title of your presentation.
Same chair, same.
Yes.
I choose A.
Or you chose A2. Yes. Okay, guys. This is A, in fact. Yes. A, no? Okay. So you're gonna explain to me about those 2 things, those 2 tips. No.
And for number 1, like, and instead of saying a long paragraph, like we make short to the point by like showing photos, photos, graphs, and diagrams.
Okay, great.
And for number 2, like according to the passage, it says and for the picture and isn't important, like your presentation is more important than the picture you have selected. Yes, yeah.
Okay, great. That's great. Okay, 3. Thank you, Lolo. 3. Lee.
I think it goes with J.
J.
J, yeah.
Okay. Sule.
I chose F, teacher.
F,
Yes,
A.
teacher. Yes, yeah, same.
Okay. Less is more. Jega, your speech is more important than your slides. It is F, in fact. Okay.
A is J.
F declaration. Okay, so can you explain me about this tip? Oh, this is a little bit.
Like you can put some text on the slide, but don't use too much. Like just use 8 sentences, and each sentence should be like not more than 10 words. Like force the audience what is important, not on the text.
Yes.
Like don't put too much information on your graph and like talk more. Put less information and talk more.
Okay. So we need to talk more. Okay. Thank you. 4.
I choose H. H.
Number 4, H. Sule.
Yes, same with that.
Okay. And how about 5?
D. D.
D.
Don't be a show off. Yeah.
Don't be a show off. Camille?
Yes, same.
Yes, correct. Okay.
For 4, you should use different types of colors on each slide, and decide on a font that is the best choice for the slide. Yeah, and make it clear to readable. And for 5, You must use just one type of transition or animation because it can be annoying to your, how do I say it, like,
Yes.
yeah, audience
Okay.
and also teacher.
Of course, also teacher. Thank you so much. 6, 7.
For number 6, I choose E.
E. Sule. Sule, what did you choose for number 6? Sule ပဲကွာဝိုင်း Sule ရေ Sule ပြဝိုင်းလားမီးပြန်လာလို့ပြန်ချိန်နေရလားမသိ is correct. Okay, how about after? How about 7?
7 is a G.
7 is G.
Yes. For number 6, in the near future, you have to make sure that you have to like use your PowerPoint without using software. When there's a you have to be creative without using software like that. And for number 7, you don't know how to book anything, how to put like a eye catching
Yeah, eye-catching picture.
slides to the PowerPoint, but you don't know, so you can put like an empty slides, so the audience only looks at you. Yes, you catch the attention of the audience, and you can also put your empty black slides at the end of your presentation too.
Okay. So this is where we put the blank slides. Thank you for your explanation. 8. 8ကလာမင်းကိုလာမသိ
ဟုတ်တယ်ပါ G
လာမင်းသားဘာရေးထားလဲ
G
J. ဟုတ်ပြီသား Can you explain me a little bit about this one, this tip?
question was the most important is don't
Hmm?
do not support your speech and
Do not
support your speech.
So to support our slide, what should we do?
Yes, support your slide and
Pause.
don't support your
Don't put.
that support your slide.
Okay, in order to get the concentration from the audience, we need to put the visual slides. Yes. So do you know what are visual slides? Do you know what are visual slides? Visual presentation? No?
Oh, no.
It is the graph or tables or pictures present with the topic. Okay. Okay, 9 and 10, I'll go. So 9 is
C.
C. 10 is
B.
B. Okay.
For number 9, before you give the presentation, you should practice it and rehearse it. You should also run through your slides to make sure there are no mistakes. For number 10, you should check your spelling, grammar, and punctuation.
Okay. Checking the spelling, grammar, punctuation. These are very important. Okay, thank you very much for your all's explanation. I would like to wait in a little more in order to recap this topic. So the first one is we have to illustrate. Okay, we need to put illustration with the photos, graphs, and diagrams, okay, in your slides. I don't mean every slide, I mean some of your slides in order to visualize the audience about what you are saying. Because sometimes, you know, when you read a story or a poem or something, and you know, the picture beside it helps you to think more than to visualize their words, right? Like that. So while you are speaking, just speaking is not okay. That's why I share my screen. Okay, so just speaking is not okay, and I share the screen because I want you know to visualize what we are teaching, even if you have the textbook. Okay, so for the audience, they have nothing. So you need to show them the picture, graphs, or diagram. You need to include in your presentation. Okay, in order to visualize your presentation. And next one, start with the slide that you have to start. The first slide has the title of the presentation. That is normal, okay? You shouldn't skip this part because you have to put the title in your presentation in the first slide. Okay, whatever it is, you don't need to show your face. Oh, this is the presenter like that. No, you don't need to show your face, okay? You need to put the slides, the title in the first slide. Or and then with the appropriate picture, of course. Is the picture, you know, according to me, I don't want the picture very big that cover the slide. I want the picture which is maybe small and suitable, like icon if you are about to present about a company, and the logo maybe beside it is suitable. But for the disaster, you can put some pictures, right? Who are suffering the disaster, whatever it is, maybe the storm or the hurricane or anything else, the earthquake or anything else. Okay, so you need to put the picture, suitable picture. I mean, no, your picture. Okay. And next one, you can put text on a slide. Okay, you can put text. Text means the words in the slides. Okay, you can put it, but you don't use it not too much. Okay, so you put text. Okay, you put text, but not too much. And you want your audience focus on what is important. Don't use more than 8 lines. Okay, this is very important one. 8 lines, no more than 8 lines. Okay, so the maximum amount of the line number will be no more than 8 lines, and then 8 or 10 words, no more than 8 or 10 words. Okay, and then next is don't use many slides. Okay, you don't use many slides, and you don't put too much information. Don't put too much information on your chart or graphs. Okay. Four is use high contrast color scheme for your slides to design in a font that is clear. So you have to use high contrast color scheme, but not very like bright colors are acceptable, okay? But the colorful makes your vision confused. So maybe bright color is acceptable, just only use small amount, like 1 or 2 colors is fine. That will match with the slide or presentation design. Okay. Use just one type of transition and one kind of animation, but don't overdo it. Okay, so one type of transition, and then one kind of animation. Okay, one slide, one animation, one transition. Next slide, another animation, another transition is not okay. Okay, so animation are the things that makes the text or the picture in a slide to move. Okay, in what style animation can be used, but you use only one kind of animation in every slide. Okay, the same animation and the same transition. Transition is the thing when you move from the first slide to the second slide, and you can move like you press the next button, and then you will see that there are like several designs. Okay, in order to move, it will be about flying in or like window close or like that design. Okay, so if you choose flying in design, you just choose flying design for every slide in your presentation. And 6, make sure that you can deliver your presentation without using software. Okay, you don't rely too much on the techniques and technology, because sometimes it will be some sort of how can I say, mistakes or some sort of the things that you cannot make or open your laptop, or you can the how can I say, your slides is immediate unfortunately deleted or by chance or like that. Okay, at the time you have to prepare for that. Okay, maybe you prepare the in a real world, you know, you should better prepare with the pamphlet, leaflet, or like that in order to cope your presentation. You can share those handouts, or you can share the pamphlets with the audience. Okay, that will visualize your presentation. So that is the plan B. You always have to put plan B for your presentation. This is for not just for professional presentation, for your academic presentation too. When there is nothing you want to illustrate, okay, so you have the text, but you don't want to illustrate anything. You just use the blank slide. Okay, blank slide mean no illustration slide. Okay, so you don't have illustration, maybe you have text sometimes. Okay, not like a blank. Okay, so you don't put any more. You don't put any more of the pictures or graphs or anything else about the illustration, but you may put some of the texts related to the topic. Okay, so sometimes we can do that. And also the blank slide, sometimes you can put a blank slide in order to, maybe if you have a story that you would like to say, so you are the one who has to focus or have to pay attention from who has to get attention from the audience. So you just do the blank slide, you don't put any picture there, so they will only focus to you. Okay, so for number 8, most important thing is the visual presentation. You have to visualize, as I said before, you have to put the illustrations such as photographs and diagrams. Make sure you rehearse your presentation. Okay, rehearsing the presentation is very important. This is really important, and you have to do it with your slides. Okay, with your slides, because you're the one who has to see the slide all the time, and you don't pay attention to the audience, and it is not okay. So you at least know what you are writing down in the slide. So you have to rehearse the presentation with your slides. Okay, and check your spelling, pronunciation. This is also important, because you are in front of everyone, including teacher, of course. And then you have the spelling mistakes or punctuation mistake. That is not okay. You know, that really will lose the impression from the other people. Okay, I guess you guys got the tips, right? Okay, you guys got the tip. What you don't do it. You just don't do according to the tips. Okay, the tips theyမှတ်ထားနော်ဒီ presentation ကိုကောက်ကိုလုပ်ချင်လို့လည်းမလုပ်လာနဲ့ဒီ tips နဲ့အရာလောက်ရမယ်နော်အဲ့တော့ဒီ
ဆရာ
tips
presentation ကဘာအကြောင်းလဲ
ချက်အဲ့ဟိုဥစားဒီဟာတွေကုန်ပြီးမှဆိုတော့မစင်းတော့မစင်းစားသေးဘူးကောက်ကို topic ကိုဘာအကြောင်းလုပ်ခိုင်းကောင်းမလဲဆိုတော့မစင်းစားသေးဘူးကောက်ကိုလုပ်ချင်တဲ့ဥစားလုပ်ခိုင်းလိုက်ကောင်းမလားတယောက်ချင်းစီကြတော့လေဟိုလောက်တော့ရမှာ5 minutes လောက်စင်ပြေမယ်ဒါပေမဲ့ချက် group လေ group လုပ်စေချင်တယ် group တာလေအများကြီးမဟုတ်ဒီမှာတစ်ဖွဲ့2ယောက်လောက်ပေါ့လောက်ဆိုတော့တရက်ပြီးမှာတရက်လောက်ပြီးပြီးတော့ slide လည်းပြင်စေချင်တယ်ပေါ့နော်အဲ့တော့တခြားအဲ့ဒီဥစ္စာကို Friday လောက်မှာတစ်ချက်ဒီနေ့မပြီးဘူးဆို Friday မှာအဲ့ Google slide နဲ့ပတ်သက်တဲ့ဟာနည်းနည်းပြပေးမယ်ဒါတော့မေး access လုပ်ထားပြီးတော့ကိုယ့်ကိုပြင်ချင်ဝင်ပြင်ရန်တော့ဖြစ်ချတယ်ပေါ့နော်ငါပြင်တာပါပြင်တယ်ပြောတယ်တို့ကြောင်းနေမှာဆိုရင်ကလေးရစာရန်လုပ်ချင်တာလေးစူးစားဟုတ်တယ်မလားအဲ့လိုဆိုပြင်သားတွေတယောက်ဟောဖြစ်သွားရင်ခိုက်တယ်ဖြစ်မှာဆိုလို့ခိုက်တယ်မှာတို့တက်ကတူရောက်ရတော့တိတ်ပြီးမဖြစ်ကြတော့ဘာလို့လဲဆိုပြင်မှာငါပြင်မှာနဲ့တော့ဖြစ်သူကကိုကဝတ်ကြမှာဆိုတော့လေ okay so you see the slides on page number 79 here ဘာမြင်နည်းနည်းလေးပဲမြင်အော်ဒါတက်လုပ်ထားတာနည်းနည်းလေးပဲမြင်ဒီမှာ okay, you will see these 3 slides okay talk to me one tip for the first slide Lolo
Yes, Jay.
so the first tip လေးကိုပြောပြပါဦး first the first slide လေးမှာဘာတွေလွယ်နေလဲနည်းနည်းတော့ပြောပါ speaking
full one. Slide.
yeah 4 year 1 this
Our
one
school trip, destination, travel, activities, impressions.
yeah what's wrong with this slide just only say one fact တစ်ခုပဲပြောတယ်လား Lo, are you okay?
Yes, Jay.
We have learned the tips, right? So
Yes, Jay.
according to the tips, what's wrong with the first slide?
Jay, like, oh, you mean number 2?
Page number 74.
No, I mean like for another slide.
The first slide.
Oh,
This one.
oh, only that one.
This one. You have to say
Yeah, like
one thing.
like we have to also include an illustration.
Yes, we need to include illustration in this slide. Great, thank you. And Daka, anything else from the first slide?
Wrong color.
Yes, background color. Yes.
Can read.
Yes, it's very pale, right? And that is not okay to look. Great. Elvin, anything about the first one? Okay, we need to put a appropriate picture or illustration, and we need to change the background color. Anything else?
It's not visible. It's a bright color. No, I mean pale color. Oh, I mean it's not visible. You can see
Yeah, it's not visible. Yes, it's not visible. Okay, so color makes it not to be visible. Okay. Sorry, move to this slide. Evan, you keep going. So
Oh,
what's wrong with this slide?
too many sentences and it's too small to see. Yes.
Talia, what do you see?
I can't see anything, teacher. Because the water fell on my book and some of the words are disappearing.
You don't hear me?
No, I mean the water fell on my book and I can see some of the words.
Okay. Yes. So this is, we need to, what do we need to change? What do we need to change in this second slide? What do we need to change in this second slide? Just only font size? Anything else? Bảo khi đó không giờ đi được. Đến lịch làm với cô.
Yes.
What's wrong with this slide? Second slide. This one. Do you see what's wrong with this slide? There are no picture, right? There are no picture, the font size is too small and the background color is too pale. A, let's go to 3. A, can you tell me about the third picture? What's wrong with this one?
I think they're going down. You mean the that picture, right?
Yes, that one, that
Uh,
slide. What's wrong with that slide?
Wait, that you mean that side is for the one you would take?
Yes.
Which one, Jay?
The one I picked, the last one. This one. What's wrong with this?
I think it's nothing wrong.
There's nothing wrong. Okay.
Yeah.
Tule, what's wrong with this slide?
Like the photos are really like more than 3 or 4, and also like they are not visual like that. Like,
Yes.
they are in the same content like that.
Yes, that's it. So the photo are cramped in the slide, right? So we need to reduce the photos for this slide. So 1 or 2, at least 3 is acceptable, but this is too much. Okay, thank you guys. I wanted to test your listening skill. But I'm thinking, what should I do first? Or we'll just do later on. Firstly, I want you guys to fill this blank. You fill the blanks by seeing the clue on this one. Concentrate on something, decide on something like that. Let's check the answer. 1. Are we thinking of having a barbecue, Betty?
Depends on the weather, I think.
It depends on the weather. အချို့ဒီဟာတော့သူ clue ကိုကြည့်ပြီးရော tense ကစားခွဲရမှာနော်ကွာကို Okay, number 2. Can you turn the music down, please? I can't
Concentrate on my homework.
on my homework. 3. 3 is, it was really interesting TV documentary. It's what? တခြားသူတွေပြောပြပါအောင် long
Teacher, do you correct the answer?
I think it focus on life in a small village in Kenya.
It focus FOCUS no focus on teacher it focus ကလေ is supposed to be the present tense or the past tense?
Oh,
What tense?
past tense check.
Past tense.
Past
Yeah.
tense. Okay, it focused on
Life in a small village in Kenya. Check, not life. LIFE check.
thank you. In the small village. In a village. Kenya. All right, 4. I want to repeat my room, but what? Lynn.
But I haven't decided on the color yet.
Decided on the color yet. 5. The vest is cheaper than the tray, but you can't.
Rely on the bus for being late.
Rely on bus for being on time. Also, yeah, ခက်မြန်မြန်လေးကတော့ကြည့်အောင်ဘယ်နှခုလောက်ရှိဒါအောင်မှတ်ထားလိုက်အောင် you keep it in mind. Okay ကျတော့ဒါလေးကိုမှတ်ထားလိုက်အောင်နော်အဲ့တော့ဒီဟာတွေက tense တွေကိုကြည့်ပြီးတော့ဒီကျတော့ဒီမှာကိုယ့်ကို tense တွေပြောင်းရတဲ့ပုံစံတွေရောက်လာပြီနော်အဲ့တော့ဒီလို clue တွေကအမြဲတမ်းပါမှာပါအဲ့တော့ကိုယ့်ကိုလေ့လာထားပါတော့ဒီဟာနဲ့ပတ်သက်ပြီးတော့ကျတော့ဘာတွေကို Majima tense ဘယ် tense ကိုသုံးလဲဆိုတာဒီချက်ပြောပြပြီးသားအဲ့လိုဆိုတော့လေ့လာထားပါဒီမှာဆိုလို့ရှိရင်လေဒီချက်တို့ဒီမှာတော့ we are thinking of having a barbecue လို့ပြောတာဆိုတော့ဒါ present ဖြစ်နေတဲ့အခြေအနေမှာပြောထားတာဖြစ်တဲ့အတွက်ကြောင့်ဒီချက်တို့ကဒါကို present tense သုံးလိုက်တာပေါ့နော် present tense သုံးတော့ဒီ it ကဘာဖြစ်လဲအနည်းကိန်းဖြစ်တယ်တစ်ခုကိန်းဖြစ်တယ်ပေါ့နော်တစ်ခုကိန်းဆိုတော့ဒီချက်တို့ကဘာထည့်လိုက်လဲဆိုတော့ s ထည့်လိုက်တာပေါ့နော် the pants မှာ s ထည့်လိုက်တာဟုတ်လားပြီးတော့နောက်တစ်ခုက number 2ကကြတော့ဒီချက်တို့ဒီမှာဆိုလဲ can turn ဟုတ်လားအဲ့ဒါဆိုရှင်ဒီချက်တို့ဒါက present tense နဲ့ရေးထားတာပေါ့နော်ဒါဆိုဒီချက်တို့က present tense လည်းဖြစ်တယ် modal verb ဖြစ်အနောက်မှာဆိုရင်ဘာကိုသုံးလဲဆိုတော့ pure verb 1ပေါ့နော် verb infinitive ကိုသုံးတယ်ဒါကြောင့်ဒီချက်တို့ကဒီဟာဒီတိုင်းပဲဖြစ်သွားမယ် I can concentrate ပဲဖြစ်မယ်နော် es တွေဘာမှမပါတော့ဘူးနော်ဟုတ်ပြီနောက်တစ်ခုက3မှာဆိုလို့ရှိရင်ကြာတော့ it was a really interesting documentary ဒါဆိုရင်ဒီချက်တို့ကအရင်တော့ဖြစ်ခဲ့တဲ့ဟာကိုပြောထားပါဘောနော်သူဘယ်ဟာကိုအခြေခံထားရလဲဆို it focused on there's life in a small village in Kenya. Kenya မှာရှိရဲ့ life well အဲ့မှာဆိုလို့ရှိရင်လေကျွန်တော်နည်းနည်းစဉ်းစားကြရှိရပါတော့အဲ့မှာက past tense နဲ့ပြောမလား present tense နဲ့ပြောမလားပေါ့နော်သူ focus လုပ်ထားတဲ့ဥစ္စာကိုပြောထားဆိုဒါပေမဲ့ teacher ကတော့ဒီဗာလဲဒီအပေါ်က tense နဲ့ teacher ကိုညှိလိုက်တယ်ပေါ့နော်ညှိလိုက်ပြီးတော့ past tense ညှိလိုက်တယ်ဒီနေရာမှာတကယ်လို့များ considerable ဖြစ်တာ present tense ကလည်း considerable ဖြစ်တယ်ဆိုရှင်ရေးလို့ရတယ် for က I want to repaint but ပြီးတော့ဒီမှာဆိုလို့ရှိရင် but ရဲ့အနောက်မှာလာမယ့်ဟာပေါ့နော်အဲ့သူနဲ့တွဲမဲ့ဟာက yet yt yet ဆိုတာလို့ဖြစ်တယ်ဒါဆိုလို့ရှိရင် teacher တို့အဲ့လိုမျိုးဟာဆိုလို့ရှိရင်သိကြတာတခုကဘာလဲဆိုတော့ဟို present perfect tense ပေါ့နော်ဟုတ်လား तू ကဒီဟာတုတ်ချင်တယ်ဒါပေမဲ့ तू မစင်စားရသေးဘူးဒါဆိုရင်ကျတို့ပြောတစ်မျိုးစဉ်းစားမယ်ဆိုလို့ရှိရင် action တစ်ခုမပြီးမြောက်သေးတာကိုပြောတာလေတုံးအဲ့တော့ action တစ်ခုမပြီးမြောက်သေးတာတို့ပြီးမြောက်သွားတာဆို teacher တို့က present perfect tense ကိုသုံးတယ်เนาะဒါကြောင့် I haven't decided yet ဖြစ်သွားတာပြီးတော့5မှာဆိုလို့ရှိရင်ကျတော့ teacher တို့ကဒါကတော့ simple present tense ပဲသုံးထားအောင်เนาะအဲ့တော့ teacher တို့ simple present tense နဲ့ပဲပြန်သုံးတယ်right okay so now I'm gonna open an audio okay I'm gonna open the audio so I'm gonna open the audios for it just less about 1 minute. The name of the audio is Inspector Interview. I think Inspector View or it's about the murder that happened. So you're gonna have to listen, and you have a chance to listen twice. Okay. Inspector calls. The name is Inspector calls. Calls mean calls on phone. So you just only listen to it. Okay. Listen to it. And then you may know some of the words that you that's supposed to be the key point. Then what you're gonna do is you have to summarize this listening. Okay, you have to write down about this listening. Okay, what it is about. Okay, teacher ကိုဘာကိုကြားလဲဆိုတာကိုဘာကိုကြားလဲဆိုတာ teacher ဒီ listening ချေခုနအခုနားထောင်တော့မယ် inspector call ဆိုတဲ့ listening ရှိတယ်အဲ့ listening က10မိနစ်ကျော်လေးပဲကြားလိမ့်မယ်နော်အဲ့ဒါကိုနားထောင်မယ်နားထောင်ပြီးတဲ့ခါကျရင်နောက်တစ်မျိုးကဘာပြင်ရမှာလဲဆိုတော့အဲ့ဒါကို summary ရေးဖို့ပြင်ရမှာ summary လည်းဖြစ်လို့ရတယ် summary ပဲပြောရမှာပေါ့နော်ကျွန်တော်ဒီဟာကိုအတူတူသူ့ရဲ့ plot ကဘာကိုပြောထားတာလဲဘာတွေလဲဆိုတာကိုကျွန်တော်ရေးပြရမှာအဲ့အကြောင်းရေးပြရမှာပေါ့နော်အခုနားထောင်ပြီးခုရေးမှာနော်အဲ့တော့you will have two times to listen. Okay, you will have 2 times. Then you're gonna have to write it down. Okay, so listen carefully, and then let's start it. Let's get started. Share hard.
Good evening, Mrs. Wilson. Good evening, Mrs. Wilson. We want to ask you some questions about the night of the murder.
Yes, Inspector. What do you want to know?
What time did you return home, Mrs. Wilson?
Well, I can't remember.
Please try. It's very important.
Of course, Inspector. Let me think. Well, it was about 6:10. I parked the car in the garage and came into the house using the side door.
The side door?
Yes, we have a door that goes from the garage directly into the house.
Okay.
And when I came into the house, I walked into the library. Then I looked at the clock, I remember, and it was 6:10.
Good. Now what did you do next?
Well, I was surprised that my husband wasn't in the library.
And why is that?
Because he usually is. I didn't know where he was.
Did you think it was strange?
The side door wasn't locked, so I knew someone was in the house.
So what did you do?
I called out his name and I went to look in the kitchen.
And then?
I started to walk upstairs to look when the telephone rang.
Who was it?
My husband's sister, Margaret. Horrible woman.
Did you talk to her for long?
I hate speaking to that woman. I told her I didn't know where Trevor was, and then I hung up.
So what was the time at this point?
Well, it was about 6:15.
What did you do after you put the phone down?
Well, I went upstairs again.
Immediately?
Yes, Inspector, I went into the main bathroom, which is next to our bedroom.
Why did you go into the bathroom first?
Because the door was open. We always keep that door closed, so I was surprised to see it open.
And what did you see, Mrs. Wilson?
The gun.
Your husband's gun?
Well, I wasn't sure it was my husband's gun, but I was very worried to find a gun on the floor.
Did you touch it?
No, I went to the bedroom, which is next to the bathroom, as I said.
And?
And I saw my husband on the floor, and there was a lot of blood.
What did you do then?
I screamed, of course. Then I ran downstairs and called the police and an ambulance.
Did you go back upstairs where your husband was, Mrs. Wilson?
No, I waited in the lounge for about 5 minutes, and the first police car arrived at about 6:30.
So you didn't touch your husband?
No, I saw the body and I came downstairs and called the police.
Okay, Mrs. Wilson. I don't have any more questions. Thank you for your time.
Of course, Inspector. I'll show you out.
Good evening, Mrs. Wilson.
Let's listen.
We want to ask you some questions about the night. Good evening, Mrs. Wilson. We want to ask you some questions about the night of the murder.
Yes, Inspector. What do you want to know?
What time did you return home, Mrs. Wilson?
Well, I can't remember.
Please try. It's very important.
Of course, Inspector. Let me think. Well, it was about 6:10. I parked the car in the garage and came into the house using the side door.
The side door?
Yes, we have a door that goes from the garage directly into the house.
Okay.
And when I came into the house, I walked into the library. Then I looked at the clock, I remember, and it was 6:10.
Good. Now what did you do next?
Well, I was surprised that my husband wasn't in the library.
And why is that?
Because he usually is. I didn't know where he was.
Did you think it was strange?
The side door wasn't locked, so I knew someone was in the house.
So what did you do?
I called out his name, and I went to look in the kitchen.
And then?
I started to walk upstairs to look when the telephone rang.
Who was it?
My husband's sister, Margaret. Horrible woman.
Did you talk to her for long?
I hate speaking to that woman. I told her I didn't know where Trevor was, and then I hung up.
So what was the time at this point?
Well, it was about 6:15.
What did you do after you put the phone down?
Well, I went upstairs again.
Immediately?
Yes, Inspector, I went into the main bathroom, which is next to our bedroom.
Why did you go into the bathroom first?
Because the door was open. We always keep that door closed, so I was surprised to see it open.
And what did you see, Mrs. Wilson?
The gun.
Your husband's gun?
Well, I wasn't sure it was my husband's gun, but I was very worried to find a gun on the floor.
Did you touch it?
No, I went to the bedroom, which is next to the bathroom, as I said.
And?
And I saw my husband on the floor, and there was a lot of blood.
What did you do then?
I screamed, of course. Then I ran downstairs and called the police and an ambulance.
Did you go back upstairs where your husband was, Mrs. Wilson?
No, I waited in the lounge for about 5 minutes, and the first police car arrived at about 6:30.
So you didn't touch your husband?
No, I saw the body and I came downstairs and called the police.
Okay, Mrs. Wilson. I don't have any more questions. Thank you for your time.
Of course, Inspector. I'll show you out.
All right. Okay, so now it's your turn. You just write as much as you had. Okay, you just write. I mean, it's not the Excel word. You have to retell the story in your own words. You guys all right?
Yes, teacher.
How many minutes do you need? 10 minutes is all right? There is no word limitation. It is okay, it can be short, but not too short. I'm gonna give you guys 10 minutes, okay? So you guys write 10 minutes in 10 minutes, then let's see what do you get. Go. Did you hear very well about the audio? I mean, yes, then write the story, rewrite the story. You guys all right?
Yes, teacher.
Yes.
Mm. So you have, okay, 5 more minutes.
Yeah.
Yes,
And the victim was the woman's brother, right?
who come?
Or the victim was the
The victim.
woman's brother, right?
No, it is just only the view interview between the inspector and the woman who lost her husband. So they don't
Oh
say.
yeah, yeah. I thought. I mean, I
Oh,
thought her
yeah, you
husband
thought
was her
so.
brother.
You thought so.
Like this.
I see. I thought so because she has so many defects, right? And she in the interview she said lots of things which are not just right, which are not very logical.
Yes, teacher.
Heinz, have you finished?
Almost, Jay.
Almost, yeah.
Okay. You guys are finished? Please send it to me. Mm.
Yeah, I've sent it.
Okay.
Yeah, I've also sent.
How long? I see. Okay. Thả lớn lâu nữa. Okay.
Chair, I also send it in Viber.
Yes. Okay, I saw Lee and Sue. Cool. I'll check your writing and how did you catch it? Okay. All right. So cảm ý biểu đạt à?
Yes, dear. 你表完了去。
I would like to send you guys my homework. Is for the verb and tenses. Chứ đâu qua cái phụ trình nào. Thinking. Yeah, I can also. So I forward a photo to your group, and you will see that about the above tenses. Okay, so you do this paper from number 1 to 20. Okay, there's only 20 words. What you have to do is 20 words. Okay, very easy. It's your homework. Okay, see you guys. Thank you very much for coming today. Bye.
Chair, thank you.
Yes,
teacher.
Chair. Right, Chair.
Chair, I sent you my summary.
Oh yes. Yeah, I saw it.
Okay.